Get in! I'm on your side! Hurry! Hurry! Hang on! Use this! Watch our backs! Shoot him! He's coming! Fire! Careful, that gun's slow to reload! Get him? We shook him off.
The name's Ocelot. Big boss. You know who I am. A certain man gave me a job to do. Two, actually. First was to get you out of that hospital. The second was to rescue the man himself. You remember? Your partner 9 years ago, Kazuhira Miller. 9 years back, your private army came under attack by Cypher. You were considered dead. Until today, that is, when Cypher found you. And it's not just them. The whole world wants you dead. You'll have to join up with Miller. Build that private army of yours one more time. It's your only chance. First, we need to save Miller. He's in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan?
What, you can't keep up with world affairs in a coma? 4 years ago, the Soviets invaded Afghanistan. The Muslims are fighting back with Western support. Miller was training Mujahideen rebels when he was captured by the Soviets. The Reds' 40th Army. Troop strength somewhere around 100,000. The squad holding Miller set off near the Pakistan border yesterday. Now, in 3 days, they'll reach the Soviet garrison. They'll be interrogated for a few more days, and it's off to a lager. Or left to rot in a ditch on Afghan soil. I give him 2 weeks. The job didn't mean anything to Miller. He only took it on to keep you safe. Well, there's our ride. It's a whaling ship. Had a pretty good deal on her once the IWC started raising a stink. Now 7 days to Port Qasim, another 3 overland. So we won't have much time once we're there. Don't take too long getting used to your new self. Hang on. Ha! under total Soviet control. Miller's been captive for 10 days. Not much time left.
Weather will clear shortly.
Storm's passing.
Getting used to it?
After 9 years on ice, solo infiltration of the Soviet main ground forces should be the perfect one. Kazuhira Miller is being held in Dawandehar to the north. Check its location now. Take out your iDroid. You see Wandy on the map? That's where they're keeping Miller. Only problem is, we don't know his exact location. Finding it is your first priority.
Marker,
Go ahead and
marker
close the
placed.
item.
Marker removed. Marker removed. Marker placed. Marker removed. Marker removed.
Boss, put the iDroid away for a moment.
Marker placed. Marker removed.
Boss, put the iDroid away for a moment. Got your binoculars? Or should I say, your int scope? See the village? Straight ahead? To the right. All right, that's the village. If you see something through the binoculars and you need more information, just give me a call. I'll tell you anything I can about it. That's Violo Village, the Violo Calais. The villagers fled the war and evacuated a while back. Since then, it's become a base for the Soviets' 40th Army. A few days ago, Miller was taken through there, en route towards Dawandehar. You may be able to pick up the trail there. It's worth a shot. Put a marker on it so you don't lose track of where it is.
Marker
Good.
placed.
Now you won't have to worry about getting lost along the way. You can't have much left in him. I give him 3 days, tops. If we fail, and he dies, we lose our chance of revenge. But we need more intel. If you just go charging into Dawandehar, you'll be putting both your lives at risk. See what you can find out first. The Soviets have other outposts, not just the one you saw. Afghanistan is a big place. I expect you'll become quite familiar with those binoculars as you plan your next move. How and where you make it, well, that's up to you. From here on out, you're on your own. You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why you have to handle this mission yourself. Put those 9 years behind you, and return as Big Boss. That's how Koss would want it. I'll be sending additional intel by radio. Stay sharp. Not one of Miller's bodyguards survived. And they were good. All we found on the scene were their corpses
And these. They'll be missing them. And you're his only hope of getting them back. Now go! Let the legend come back to life.
Snake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire. What do you remember from the hospital? Anything we can use?
Well, he took off the moment the sprinklers started up.
Sprinklers? The fire system?
And when he got sprayed with water from the burst pipe, it slowed him down.
When we escaped on horseback, he wouldn't cross the river either.
And then it started to rain. And he disappeared.
Water against fire. Is it that simple? I mean, it makes sense. It's just hard to believe it would work on a guy like that. You were hospitalized in Dekelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain.
Why Dekelia?
The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dekelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Dekelia sits right on top of it.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
So how do things stand?
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America, they all had their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames, and then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy. The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different. You're up.
We're changing ships?
We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler.
The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it?
Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand? We're going to transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan.
Whoa!
Some surprise. I spoke into his eyes. I thought you died alone a long, long time ago. Oh no, not me. I never lost control.
Hold it. There's a Soviet guard post. There are bound to be guards. Take a look with your binoculars. Put the enemy in the center of your field of view. That's marking. Focus on the thread and it'll be marked automatically. You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera. Once they're marked, you'll also see their positions on the map. Security at that guard post is relatively light. Looks like the perfect place for a warm-up. Try to remember the ways you used to deal with enemies. Anytime you need advice, just give me a call. Sight, sound, keep all your enemy senses in mind. When you're near an enemy, stay low and move slowly.
Hands up. Where are your friends?
Boss, you don't understand what he said? I guess that makes sense. It looks like that horn stuck in your head has impacted the language center of your brain. If only we had a recruit with the Russian interpreter skill, we could get by with simultaneous interpretation.
Get down.
Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight.
Guard post
Take them
captured.
down. Just remember that any situation can change fast. Familiarize yourself with your weapons and items while you can. You need to be able to switch between them quickly to meet any threat. Those materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them? That's a rough diamond. Good find. It'll fetch a high price.
Sun will set
Sun's down
shortly.
already. It goes without saying that darkness is good for infiltration, but your vision will be affected just the same. Keep your guard up, or who knows when you'll bump into an enemy.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
You're almost at the enemy outpost, Violo Village. The village is crawling with enemy soldiers. Don't just go waltzing in. Start with some recon. Is there anywhere that overlooks the village? Now, look at where the enemies are stationed. Look at their gear. Take it all in. There should be a command post somewhere. See any buildings with tighter security? If there are clues to Miller's whereabouts, I'll bet you can find them in there. That's a focal point of the enemy's defenses. I'd avoid the direct approach if I were you. A parabolic antenna. There could be intel files of some kind in there. That's a type of medicinal plant. Bring it back to base. It's sure to be useful sometime. Что случилось? Ответьте, Дмитрий 2.
You have arrived at your destination. Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker removed. Marker placed. Marker removed.
Yeah.
Возможно, это вражеское нападение. Всем быть начеку. Конец связи.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
It's an enemy guard post. Watch yourself. Soviet soldier. A lot of them came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. Simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger if they're not fighting their own race. Morbid cynicism, but it gets results. That's humanity for you.
Guard post captured. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Miller is being held somewhere in that town, but we don't know exactly where he is. You can keep gathering intel or make an entry into the town now. That's tarragon, a type of medicinal plant. It contains trace amounts of a benzodiazepine derivative that's the active ingredient in pentazimine.
excuse for me, huh?
Cuz, it's me. I'm here to get you out.
Snake.
They do something to your eyes?
No, it's just bright is all. Took you so long.
We'll talk, but not here.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
You've secured the target. I'll send the chopper to get you out. Make your way to the RV. You can check the location on your iDroid.
Mission info has been updated. Marker placed.
Not so heavy anymore, right? Magic words, boss. I've been waiting 9 years to hear them. Kept you waiting, huh? Come on. Say it for all time's sake.
Golden Crescent. It's a type of medicinal plant. We can use that to make tranquilizer rounds more potent.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. We'll stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Ahab, do you read me? This is Pequod. There's a gas covering the LZ. We can't land. Pulling back.
Gas. It's them. Boss, watch out. It's the skulls. Don't let them find us.
Extraction
Boss,
arrived at
whatever
Mother
that mist
Base.
is, it's all around you. We can't see through it. I'm changing the RV so it's outside the mist. Get over there. The chopper will be waiting.
Marker removed. You
Watch
are
it
about to
any
leave the
further and you'll
mission
leave the
area.
mission area.
Caution, you are about to leave the mission area. Caution, you are about to leave the mission area.
Run, boss! You've got to lose him!
This is P-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is P-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived. Outpost captured.
This is cleared, and it looks like they're gone.
Those things. That's the unit that attacked us before. They came at us real fast in the same kind of mist. I bet survivors from 9 years ago were wiped out in minutes. I don't know what they want,
Mission
but it's
leader
all
has been
no mistake.
updated.
This is P-Quad. There's an obstruction at the LZ preventing me from landing.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Boss, did you come all this way just to kill him?
Gaining altitude.
Buddy departing area of operations. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
For the Seychelles. That's where our new home is now. Hey. That was some operation we had, huh? 9 years ago. Carving out our own world. Making our own future. way. I'm gonna rebuild it. Make a new place. Together. That we can call home. Yeah, we were dogs, all right. Slinking around out of Cypher's sight. Digging up whatever kind of dirty money we could find. You name it. We did it. You see this? Diamond Dogs. Our new home. A phantom of our former selves. Triumph. Death. We weren't allowed either. Yeah. I remember it all. Snake. Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night, I can feel my leg, and my arm, even my fingers. The body I've lost, the comrades I've lost, won't stop hurting. It's like they're all still there. You feel it too, don't you? I'm the one who got caught up with Cypher. A group above nations, even the US. And I was the parasite below, feeding off Zero's power. They came after you in Cyprus. In Afghanistan. Cypher just keeps growing. Swallowing everything in its path. Getting bigger and bigger. Who knows how big now? Boss. I'm gonna make him give back our past. Take back everything that we've lost. And I won't rest until we do.
Approaching Mother Base.
Our new Mother Base. I don't know how long it'll take, but I'll make it bigger. Better than before.
tell me like you used to.
Things have changed, boss. We pull in money, recruits, just to combat Cypher. Rubbing our noses in bloody battlefield dirt. All for revenge. The world calls for wet work, and we answer. No greater good. No just cause.
Cause?
Cypher sent us to hell. But we're going even deeper.
I know. I'm already a demon. Heaven's not my kind of place anyway.
Dogs of war for 9 whole years. That ends today. Now you're not sleeping, and we're not junkyard hounds. We're diamond dogs.
Let them talk.
We can crush Cypher, boss. And you can build the army that can do it.
Just one thing, Kaz. This isn't about the past. We're fighting for the future.
Boss, there's something I want to talk about. It concerns the running of Mother Base. Come meet with me. Okay. This base belongs... Go for them, not me. That's enough. This base belongs to you now. Make diamond dogs. Wait a minute, boss. Not finished yet. Boss! Like any organization, we need good people. And we need to make good use of their talents. Miller asked me to lay that out for you. To start bringing people in, use this. It's a Fulton recovery device. When you're in the field, use it to extract any soldiers or prisoners you want back here. And we'll see if we can't persuade them to join the ranks of Diamond Dogs. Go on. Test it out on the staff here. Anyone you want. First, put them to sleep. You have a tranquilizer gun, don't you?
Pull any punches.
Now extract him. Out like a light. Now approach him and extract him. Good.
Extraction arrived at Mother
You can only
Base.
Fulton recover someone if they're not resisting it. No dead bodies either. They don't make great recruits. The staff member you just extracted will be assigned to the team best suited to his abilities. See for yourself. Open your eye droid.
Select staff So
that staff member was placed on the R&D team.
The R&D team is in charge of developing all kinds of weapons and items that'll support you on missions. Take a look at the development list.
Select weapons items under the development heading.
Please specify
That's the R&D
project.
team's development list. See the item called cardboard box? Doesn't seem much use to me, but Miller was adamant that you'd want it on the list. The last word in infiltration technology, or so he said. In any case, we don't have the manpower to develop it just yet. We need more staff on the team. Go extract a few more people. Boss, but you can also Fulton extract individuals you've knocked out. Why don't you try knocking someone out with CQC next? Show them how it's done, boss. Try throwing them.
I'm ready, boss. I'm ready, boss.
Excellent, boss. Now extract it.
I'm ready, boss.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Boss.
Fulton extraction won't always be successful. If the person is injured, the shock of it could kill them. And if the weather's unfavorable, well, it could end up going missing. You can determine the chance of success by approaching the person that
Thanks,
wants to extract.
boss.
If you want to be sure you can get them out, best carry them to the chopper instead. All right. Extract the next staff member. Extract it. Use any method you like. Start by knocking them out, or you can put them to sleep. If there are multiple adversaries nearby, perform CQC in quick succession. This allows you to take them all out before any of them can strike back.
It's an honor, boss.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Unit function added. Development project has been added. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Now that we have more people on the R&D team, its level has gone up.
Select weapons items
Please
under the
specify
Now select
project.
cardboard box and start development. Just be aware that development
has finished.
Please select a
You can
drop
have the
point.
support unit supply
Supplies
you with weapons
requested.
and items you've developed. Think of it as
Supply
your
drop
own
complete.
personal delivery.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
And there it is. Not sure what it's good for, but Miller said you know what to do. Try it out. One last thing. The staff members you extracted were all placed on the R&D team, but that was Miller's decision. If you think they belong somewhere else, you're free to move them around. Well, that about does it.
Mission
You won't
info
make any
has been
GMP or
updated.
find recruits hanging around here. Board the chopper when you're ready for a mission. Open your iDroid and select a landing zone to tell it where to pick you up. Or if you're still in the mood for knocking guys on their asses, you can stay
Marker
around here a while.
placed.
Give them in some practice. Just come pay me a visit.
You have arrived at your destination. Marker removed. Please specify a project. Select unit. Staff assigned. Marker placed. Marker removed.
Boss!
This is P-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is P-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added. Mission list updated.
Boss, I know you haven't been back long, but I prepared a list of missions for you. Open your iDroid.
Please select a mission.
I've taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination. Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means wet work, so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty. I hope you rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone.
Mission accepted.
The future of Diamond Dogs is in your hands. We're counting on you,
Heading
boss.
to Afghanistan. Deploying.
Boss, you need to disable the Soviets' reinforcement system by putting a hole in their base-to-base comms network. Head for the Eastern Communications Post. And destroy its comms equipment. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
Marker placed.
2. Roger that.
Стоп! Обнаружен неустановленный вражеский боец! Атакуем! Прием!
Guard post captured.
You gonna extract him?
Marker placed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. You have arrived at your destination.
Прием! Это КП, понял. Всем подразделениям, быть начеку. Конец связи.
Say, boss, you see many animals in the field. Truth is, an environmental NGO has asked us to remove wild animals from combat zones. If you have the time, can you extract some back here? There's a reward.
You have arrived at your destination. Marker placed. You have arrived at your destination.
We can use compounds from plants to make medicine or poison for use in... You made it. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility. extract him. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that. You gotta extract him.
You have arrived at your destination.
Either destroy that, or turn it off to shut off all the lights and surveillance cameras in the outpost. But of course, the enemy will realize something's up. If you're gonna do it, be quick.
Extraction failed. The map has been
That antenna is
updated.
one of the targets. There should be more. Keep looking. Explosives should take care of them well enough. How you do it is up to you.
The map has been
That's another one of the
updated.
targets. Do you see any more?
Marker removed. Mission info
We know where
has
all
been
the antennas
updated.
are now. Take out all 3 of them. How you do it is your call. A dumpster. Looks big enough to hide somebody. You could stash a downed enemy in there, or hide in it yourself. Explosives should take care of them well enough. How you do it is up to you. So as sandstorms come in, sandstorms effectively make you blind and deaf, but that goes for the enemy too. Use the situation to your advantage. Second one. That wasn't the last of them, though. Keep going.
has been updated. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Whoa! Whoa!
Marker removed.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. I'm stationed at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Exfiltrated
That's
Hot's
it.
buddy
You made it out of the hot
departing
zone.
area of
No sign of the
operations.
enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Mission complete. Great work. How you feeling, boss? Getting used to being in the field again? Having choppers and horse at your disposal is indispensable for operating in the wilds of Afghanistan. I've gone ahead and arranged for you to be able to develop and customize weaponry for support choppers. And you can also develop new equipment for D-horse. Use your iDroid to start development as needed.